decided.
Tonight on The Hot House.
You're a liar.
No, you are, Phil. I would not make something like that, mate.
That's just evil.
That's just wrong. You know it's wrong.
I would not make that up. It's it.
It's the victim card again. Victim card again.
You just can't say that's an excuse. Don't be aggressive like that.
Hello, welcome to the Hot House Elimination Showdown. Well, not only is tension at breaking point, so is the weather. Wild winds and rain is causing absolute havoc here on the site, which should make for a very interesting show. In a moment, I'm going to bring all of the contestants in here and reveal who you, the viewers, have saved. The other couple will be laid off immediately.
The majority of the group are making their way as best they can over to the site. They don't know it yet, but it's elimination time, and it's being held in what could be their very own alfresco dining room. Back in their vans, Chris and Sarah, who are up for elimination this week, are busy packing.
Pete's been saying that he's bigger than Guy Sebastian and that he thinks his undies will be worth something when he leaves here.
Also nominated, couple 14, Pete and Tina.
I just hope that Australia are making the right decisions and can see why we need the house and how much we need it and what we've gone through to get it. And I just hope that continues, and we want to be here and stick it up and basically.
Finally, the nominated couples arrive.
You guys are not here to work today, you're here for an elimination.
Really? In this room?
In this room. It's pretty wild and woolly out there, but a good thing to think about. It's huffing and puffing and your house ain't blown down. So that's good. So in my hot little hand, I have the results for this elimination. But before I get started, I need to have Pete and Tina stand up. And Chris and Sarah. Pete and Tina, how's it been in the game the second time around?
It's a bit harder for me. It's just obviously been a bit more hostilities and that, but I think as time goes on, it's starting to basically level out a bit.
Chris and Sarah, how do you feel being nominated this week?
I think, it's a game and you've got to be nominated, so I don't mind being the first amongst Australia. It doesn't bother me at all.
Are there any last words for either of you?
All I'd like to say is thanks again, guys, for, just giving us the opportunity again, even though it was a bit harder this time round. If we stay, I hope it gets better between us, and if we don't, then I hope we all see each other at the end.
Chris, Sarah?
I've met all these fantastic people, and I love you all, and good luck. And we will see you soon. I don't want to cry. I'm going to cry. I met some true friends.
Who goes and who is saved? That's next. As conditions outside go from bad to worse, inside we're about to find out who will be laid off, Chris and Sarah or Pete and Tina.
It's time to unleash the beast. I should let you know, though, that the votes were very close. Australia has decided. And Pete and Tina, you've been saved this week. Sarah and Chris, your time in the hot house is over and you've been laid off.
No worries.
No worries. Thanks, guys. Good luck. Good luck, everyone.
Cheers, guys. See you guys. Yeah.
After 3 long minutes, James finally breaks the ice.
Congratulations, mate. You're here again. Still here, buddy? You're not going home yet? Hey? You're not going nowhere.
All right. See you later, guys. Thank you.
See ya.
Aussie John's left a special DVD message in the car.
Hi guys, Aussie John here. I'm sorry that your time in the hothouse has come to an end, but congratulations on making it this far. You've been great contestants and I hope you've had a lot of fun. Nobody involved in such a great show should go home empty-handed, so Aussie is pleased to give you $10,000. You can use the money for whatever you want, but my tip is to use a kickstart towards buying your own hothouse.
So, the $2 million dream is over for Chris and Sarah. But hang on, we still have 8 very different couples left.
I wear the pants, he wears the skirt. I'm wearing the nickname Bam Bam at the moment, but Jeff actually collects all the Flintstone toys and stuff.
I'm a big Flintstone collector for 15 years now.
Grown man with toys, you just have to question things.
Yeah, well, when they're worth millions, and here I come eBay, you know.
I think maybe we're underestimated to begin with. A lot of people say, well, don't worry about them because they're young, they won't be able to handle it anyway. And it's turned out that we're stronger than probably the majority of people in here.
And gathering by everybody's reaction with our little engagement, everybody's realised, no, they're not just a young couple come here for a bit of fun, they really are serious about each other.
We might be sort of thought of as you know, a more mature couple, I suppose, or perhaps a little bit more experience with kids.
Very much the family couple. We're hardworking, optimistic,
energetic.
Just the other night, they called me the pocket rocket because I'm a small, I guess, which I don't really like.
I reckon they'd see us as the model couple.
Yeah, they'd think that down for sure.
Yeah, we need to be more like Phil and Lib.
I think they might see us as the old married couple. We've been married for 10 years this April. Maybe that's how they see us.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think I'm portrayed very well in the house. Intimidating, arrogant, outspoken, and they don't like that. I've got no friends here at all but Tina. We're the underdog couple.
Yeah, like the rougher side of things.
We're the Osborns. You know what I mean? These people are like Paris Hilton and we're the Osborns. Throw it in there.
We're the open-minded couple.
Yeah, I think so.
We're receptive to all sorts of different people. You know, regardless of where you're from, who you are, whatever else, we'll give you a fair go and understand why you are who you are and you act the way you do, or, you know.
Yeah, we just don't judge anyone. I think we don't.
The only nickname we have is the newlyweds. But every time we do have a smooch, it's, oh, the newlyweds. I think we come across as pretty down-to-earth, casual, easygoing kind of people.
Nothing special, I don't think.
We're not either end of the spectrum. We're not standouts or standalones.
We're not loud, we're not quiet.
Just your average, easygoing, happy-go-lucky in the middle.
Everyone sees us as a hard-working couple, considering that he's probably the hardest working out of the girls.
I've been working since I was about 12, started off washing dishes and stuff, and James has helped out his father and his brother with their jobs, so we've both got a good work ethic. We give it all we have every time we do something.
Yeah, definitely.
After the break, which couples are next in the firing line?
I voted for Pete.
I voted for Pete.
And Jeff takes on Pete face to face.
We will not tolerate crack remarks, bigoted slang words, and negative connotations from people who believe it is okay or funny to make fun of different people.
As well as $10,000 from Aussie John, Chris and Sarah are heading to the Cairns Colonial Club Tropical North Queensland for a 5-night luxury holiday. The International Resort-style hotel is the stepping stone to the Great Barrier Reef and World Heritage rainforests. Set amongst 10.5 acres of award-winning tropical gardens, the resort offers Chris and Sarah plenty of opportunities to relax, get fit, or simply laze about in one of the 3 lagoon-style swimming pools.
his contribution so far has been 0.
I voted for Pete.
I feel I've actually really tried to make an effort this week to satisfy his needs.
Every time I say hello to him, I just get a scowl in return.
Some of the comments he's made intimating to Phil and I that we could be next.
Sort of really getting everyone down and changing the mood of the place.
He's been spreading rumours about me around the camp, getting everybody on his side, and yeah, just causing me grief. He's been following me around, harassing me.
Our 8 remaining couples are about to enter the arena and declare face-to-face who they're voting for and why. The couples with the highest number of votes will be up for elimination and in your hands. At the end of the show, I'll tell you how you can save your favourite couple, but for now, it's game on. Congratulations, guys. You are the final 8 couples. As the circle gets smaller, let me remind you what that means. It means you're only 7 places away from winning the biggest prize ever in Australian TV history. In case you've forgotten what that's worth, $2 million.
Time to get the nominations underway. Heather is up first.
Tonight I'm voting for Pete. Out of everybody here, both male and female included, I feel that you put the least effort in, not just at the site, but around the pavilion as well.
Husband Calvin is voting for different reasons.
Everyone in this room has been through hard times, yet none of them believe that they're owed anything. Portraying yourself as the underdog is just simply un-Australian, so...
Pete, voting for you, mate. Last week there was a running between you, Tina, and yourself and Kat. I was pretty put out the way that you sort of stood over her, and like if I was out in the real world I would have been, you know, just wouldn't even talk to you.
Kat's also voting for Pete.
I've actually seen you sit out, not want to be involved until suddenly camera arrives and Pete's up.
Yeah, that's not true at all, I don't think.
Well, anyway,
I was actually trying.
And a few other people here have seen that.
Now,
so
I think we've all seen everyone sort of doing the same thing as well.
That's that, Pete.
Pete, mate, last week Jeff and I were taking down the scaffolding from the canal side of the house. It took us 45 minutes. You sat on a chair right next to us. We carried it backwards and forwards for 45 minutes, mate. You didn't lift a finger. I know you were taking a smoko, but I just sort of felt like, mate, I wouldn't have done it. I would have got up and helped and then had my smoko. That's my vote.
Okay, mate, that's cool.
Pete, I've seen your good side, and I think you should share it with some of these other people and just pull down that sort of hard exterior and sort of, you know, let everyone get to know you a bit better, because I think...
Well, I did that and everyone thought it was intimidating, so I'm sort of holding back a bit more.
Yeah, I would actually like to do something which is a little bit different, because it's a bit personal, and I actually just want to read something if I may. Okay, it's not long. So, Pete, I voted for you. Brett and James spoke to you after the elimination last week and commented about the comment that you made about me and Phil.
I was sitting down talking to Jeff at the table, and Phil came in and kissed him on the neck.
And you said, if my mates saw me doing that, you know, they'd have a piece of me. I mean, that's just wrong.
This is how I am, and you either lump it or you don't, mate.
We will not tolerate crack remarks, bigoted slang words, and negative connotations from people who believe it is okay or funny to make fun of different people.
You could have stopped me right on my tracks when I said it. You didn't say nothing. You went and told Brett, who told the rest of these, okay? I don't find that it was insulting. I believe you overreacted with it, mate. I really do. I have nothing against gay, gender, whatever it is, mate. I have gay friends myself, mate.
You could have come to me and just said, look, you know, I'm really sorry. If it offended you, I'm really sorry. And that would have been it.
To me too, mate, when you heard it.
But no,
you chose not to use it.
Well, I mean, I was a bit insulted. Well, no, I was a bit insulted by what you said.
Well, why do you tell me that, mate?
Coming up, the battle for the house continues.
I told Simon as well.
You're a liar.
No, you are, Phil.
Tension is through the roof. The wild weather outside seems to be whipping up a storm inside as Brett reveals his vote.
Pete, before I say anything else, your passion for the house, right? It's not a bad thing, but it's for the wrong reasons that you want the house. I don't think you put enough effort around building the house. I'm trying to be constructive, and please take my comments from me and Jeff as constructive.
Libby, please stand up.
My vote's for Pete.
Yeah, I vote for you, Pete.
I voted for Pete.
Tina?
Pete.
Basil stand I voted for you for a couple of reasons, because I've seen you sit by yourself in a chair giving everybody else in the group death stares. It's very intimidating. It's intimidating to me, and I'm sure it's intimidating.
There's that word again.
Pete, just let me talk, please, all right? It's my turn, all right? Okay, it's intimidating to me, it's intimidating to other people in the group, okay? Now, I think you need to make more of an effort. You seem to put yourself out under a big spotlight, you know, so the cameras get there and go, oh, look at poor Pete.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm sorry, but that's what I see.
Okay, well, we're making a TV show, aren't we?
So it's comments like that, Pete, seriously.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Well, you've all voted for Pete and Tina. So that makes their vote really count. You could have voted for somebody else, but now you need to tell us who you're going to take to the elimination party with you. Please stand up.
My vote actually goes to Phil. Phil, I think you know why I'm voting for you this week is because you've been very manipulative towards an issue that happened. You tried intimidating us and or Pete mainly all morning, and I told you several times, just leave it alone, Phil, please don't carry on, just leave it. It's got nothing to do with you. So, you know, you're coming on the ride with us, mate.
Pete's come to you with the victim story again.
It was outside when I was saying to you, and I heard you saying to him,
I know when Pete said...
Oh, just tell me, mate, tell me, what's the problem, what's the problem? And I kept saying to you, Phil, just leave it alone, please.
Pete knows I was trying to help.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I voted for Phil as well. If you're trying to help Phil, why would you call me a and a mate?
Okay. Okay, I'm calling you a liar.
Okay,
that's what I call you.
Well, it's on camera, mate, so they'll see. And not only would you probably destroy what I've got in here, if anything, but it may also affect me outside,
You know
mate.
darn well that's not true.
I know that's
You're an absolute
true.
liar.
I know that's true.
On top of everything else that everyone said about you, now you're
I even went to Simon
liar.
and told Simon I was concerned. And I told Simon
I know what you did. You're a liar.
No, you are, Phil. You are a liar, Phil. I would not make something like that, mate. Maybe you're a okay, it had nothing to do with business. I said it's personal. You'll hear about it when you get outside, and you said, I know what it is. You're a and I'm none of them, Phil.
Pete,
and
you're a
people
liar.
outside, if they hear that, is going to go against you for saying those things, mate, because you don't even use them
Pete,
for a joke, mate.
I wouldn't even use that. I wouldn't say those things.
You're a liar, Phil, and you did.
Okay.
Peace, love, joy, goodness.
Yeah, well, why would he say that then?
Yeah.
That didn't happen, Pete. You're using the victim again, Pete.
Phil, stand up. And Libby. All right, how do you feel about being up for elimination now?
If the reasons were valid, I don't think, I think it would be fine, but I believe only Pete and Phil know what happened there.
That's just wrong, Pete.
That's just evil.
That's just wrong. You know it's wrong.
Evil. You must know the conversation.
You know that's wrong, Pete.
No, I don't, Phil.
That is so rude, Pete. That's the rudest thing. That's so
low,
rude, Pete.
Low.
Okay, Phil.
It's wrong.
You know it's right, mate.
Victim card again.
Mate,
Victim card again.
You're conning these people,
Victim
and
card again.
I'm not your con,
victim,
mate.
Victim, victim.
I'm not your con.
Okay, thanks. You know that didn't happen, Pete. You.
That's too far, Pete.
That is too far, Pete.
That's an excuse. Don't be aggressive like that.
You know that didn't happen, Pete.
I know it did,
You
Phil.
know that didn't happen. The victim card again.
You harassed me all day yesterday.
So, nominated for elimination this week, couple 8, Phil and Libby, and couple 14, Pete and Tina. Save your favourite by SMSing their couple number to 188 1110 or log on to thehothouse.tv. Tomorrow night, the pressure's on as the contestants fall behind schedule yet again. Plus, the shocking truth causing the rift between Phil and Pete, and why Pete and Tina are so desperate for a new start in life.
First, a knife was involved, and there was a struggle with a knife. They wouldn't let me see her. And
How hard was that?
That's still ripping me apart.
And what would you have said to her?
I just told her to live.
Sorry, Peter, if you want to stop at any time...
The Hot House